50-50 challenge, make 50 before you lose 50. I'm already in a trade though with another account. I allow myself to do a $250 risk limit on one of my accounts. You can see right here. And I'm already on break even, so I don't want it to get in the way. I don't want that to get in the way of my other 50-50 challenge. Everything's going down. We're looking for trend line breaks to the downside. Trend line breaks to the downside. The bell's about to open in less than a minute. Everything's agreeing to the downside, including the day chart. So that's the bias. We have to do the bias agreeing to the downside. We have to do the trade that goes in the direction that all the time charts are telling us. And all the time charts are telling us down right now. So we have to go down, even if it doesn't work. Even if it doesn't work, that's the direction we have to go. Okay. Bell's about to open. Let's see what we get here.
Stop filled.
Stop filled. It came up and got me out for a couple bucks. I made a couple bucks on that, but that's okay. If everything's going down after the bell opens here, I'm looking for trend line breaks to the downside if it goes up. Long as it doesn't rotate too far on my exponential time chart, which I want everything to go down. I want everything to be on this side of the moving averages. Now it's busting up with a strong move, and it's above 3 moving averages. That's if I'm going to trade the 250 tick chart, then I want to look at the direction of the 2000 tick chart, exponentially wider, larger. And if there's any kind of disagreement, then I have to not take the trade, really, to be honest with you. I don't like, see, I want it to close back down below the moving averages. Probably could have took that trade right there, but I didn't like how it closed above the 20, but the 20 did not cross over the 50. I don't like these momentum lines to come up over the 20. If they come up over the 20, I don't like that. So it went up too far, really. It went up too far. Too choppy, too far. I didn't like it. So, and it's, you know, when it starts chopping around like that, it's a good sign to just hang on to your lug nuts. You know, too fast, the bell opens too fast. Wait, just wait, because everything could rotate. If I get all the moving averages swinging above the 50 and price bounces and starts to move up, to me, like it just closed above everything. Now, the moving averages have not agreed. So it's not ready yet in terms of direction change. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I would need to see a trend line break on my exponential chart now. Let's get that drawn out and ready. If I'm going to use the 2000 today and the 250 to do my trading, the 2000 tick and the 250 to do my trading, they're going to have to agree. And we could keep getting a wiggle up, 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 up. It can keep jacking all the way up there. This is a nice little reversal pattern. Consolidation. Looks like it wants to push. If it does push, we can look for trend line breaks to the upside. Just that simple. But we have to get the direction change. I'd like price to be on this side of all the moving averages. I like the moving averages to cross one another and come up over the 20 and 50. Don't necessarily have to have the 50 over the, or the 20 over the 50 yet, but as long as they're both pointed up, that's good enough for me. As long as the momentum lines are over the 20. And they are. So if the momentum lines are over the 20, we have our consolidation cut with handle. If we get a trend line break to the upside, it's just a short-term trade. The big picture is that the day chart price is below all the moving averages. All the moving averages are pointed down. You don't even have the momentum lines crossed up yet. You still have the 5 and the 8 in proper order, under the 20, under the 50, under the 2. Everything's down. So that's the day chart, which tells us, you know, that it could easily change directions and come right back down. Okay. The hourly chart, what we're seeing here, is tricky. You do have the 20 under the 50. You do have the momentum lines under the 20. So that's in order, but they've kind of rotated up. The faster lines have rotated up, and now it's trapped in the middle. It's trapped in the middle. So that's the hourly chart. 15-minute chart. Things bounced right off a trend line. I didn't even I drew that trend line. I realized there was a trend line there, but see, now there's another trend line here. So price, when it gets pinched in the middle of trend lines, moving averages, anything can happen. So for me, you know, what was a nice flowing downtrend, nice and flowing, has turned into just a middle finger, as they say. As they say. So I can't really take a trade right now. I am learning to not force the market and to wait for what I want to see and to be patient. I am tempted to apply other strategies for these kinds of markets, and I do have a lot of well thought out, well planned, well documented ideas, range trading ideas I could implement. Like the 250 strategy that we just did. I got $8 on it, but I wanted to wait for it to come back up higher. I entered right here. I was targeting down here, and my stop was the high of the day, which is $250 in risk for 1 micro. But the gap has not been closed yet on the day chart, so I decided to break even as fast as possible. There's still a gap here. It did try to get it overnight, but it didn't close it. So it could go back up. Too many variables, too many questions, not enough weight on any particular strategy or side to give me a single-minded focus on that particular strategy, other than momentum trades where it changes direction. And right here, we're starting to get a nice bull pattern. Right here, it's starting to pintail its way, consolidate its way, and break out its way. I'd say, if anything, if I have to trade, ignore everything except for the exponential strategy where I'm trading the 2000 tick and the 250 tick. As long as they're going in the same direction, take the trend line breaks. So I prefer the direction to agree with the higher time charts. So that's the only problem right now, is that they do not agree. So I have to make up my mind in the future how I want to play this, because do I want its best, and I do prefer all the time charts to agree. 15-minute to agree on down, daily chart to agree on down. But if I have the momentum direction change, like this right here could be a good trend line trade. If everything's agreeing on the 2000 tick chart and the 250 tick chart, or the 5000 tick chart and the 500 tick chart, just an exponential difference between the two, or the 1000 tick chart and the 100 tick chart. If I can find an agreement trend line break on those, like this one right here, if it were to break up over the top of that, and everything's bullish right here, everything's above the 50, 28, everything's looking bullish right here, doesn't mean it won't crash. But it did for a second. Now it's pintailing off of this. We could get a trend line break right here. We could get a momentum trade right here.
Order filled.
I'll give it a try. There it goes. Break even.
Stop filled.
I broke even. Wish it would have kept going. I took that trade because we had a red bar ignored. I put my stop right underneath that red bar. and we got a 2-to-1 on it. But as soon as it went up that high, I brought my stop to break even. A couple ticks above break even, just so I can cover my commissions, obviously. But that's all that would have produced, apparently, because, yeah. And the reason why I took it, because exponentially speaking, the 1,000 tick chart and the 100 tick chart were producing the same kinds of look for me. And I saw what I love to see on a trend line break is a red bar ignored. It's at least good for one more push. And I was pretty confident that if it doesn't go, I can at least break even. I'll take those trades every time. But right now it's back down. Now it's back down into no man's land. Now it's back underneath, at least on the 1,000 tick exponential difference. Let's go to the 2,000 and see what we got here. And the 250. Spread that out a little bit. Look at our trend lines. Let's go down this way. Yeah, it's rotating down. There is no bullish feel to this right now. The fast momentum lines, our moving averages crossed under the 50. The 20 crossed. Everything's under the 50 now. And trending down. So what we want to see is a breakdown right here. Now we have a back down. Now we might be able to take a trend line to the downside. We got to have a trend line to the downside. If we're using a 2,000 tick, we want the 250 give us a trend line break to the downside. I didn't have it drawn properly. Going too fast for me. Yeah, that was it though. Too fast for me. I couldn't take it. Too fast for me. We might get another opportunity here. It's testing it. Now, if it goes back up and tests the trend line and rolls back down, breaks this level, that'll be breaking all this. This is a good opportunity down here. Maybe. I just don't want it to go too fast. Don't go too fast. Yeah, I would say that's a good possible trade. Now, why would I not want to take it? That's another thing we got to do is, what would stop me from taking that trade? I don't know yet. Let's take a look. Let's go to the 5,000 tick. What would stop me from taking this trade? If it breaks down here on the 5,000 tick chart, right here, breaks down right here. Okay, there's a trend line break right here. Let me see what this one looks like here. Okay, so that's the 5,000 tick. Let's see if it breaks down there. 2,250. Am I missing anything? And I don't care if it works. If it doesn't work, I don't care. What I care about is, can I find a decent trade? I'm not here to take every trade that I see. I'm not here. I'm not here to try to make something look good that doesn't look good. I'm here to find something that looks good all by itself. And I don't have to pretend it looks good. This doesn't look good anymore. Now all I see here is just chop. That's all I see. So it's hard to trust it. Even a trend line break to the upside, it's tough to trust it for me right now. You know, it's tough to trust it. I just don't know. Here's a trend line. If this was here's a consolidation red bar ignored over 2 moving averages. This could pop right here. It also could get stuck very badly right here. I'm tempted to try to take that trade. Why would I want to take that trade? Okay, think about why you'd want to take that trade. Think about it. Well, sometimes I get focused on the lower time chart. Lower time charts can look beautiful. Everything can look great, but when you go exponentially out, you can see that, hey, it's hitting something. It's not as good as it looks. And I get in trouble trying to take a lower time chart, 250 or 100 tick chart trade, because the pattern is beautiful. And then I go and look later why it didn't work. I'm like, why did I take that trade? Because the higher time chart didn't give me the green. Here's the breakdown I'm looking for. but I don't think I trust it. What I see right now is a range. I don't know if I trust the breakdown right here. If it keeps making lower and lower highs, I trust it more. Here's the head and shoulders pattern right here. It could break down right there. Here's the breakdown. I should try it right here at high. Where's my stop loss? Where's my stop? Where's my stop?
Order filled.
I'll give it a try. My stop is above these pintails right here. It almost got me. If it gets me here, I'm going to be... I think it's worth a try on that. I like how it's hitting these moving averages. This is where it should break down if it's going to break down. That's worth a try. I'll give it a shot on this one. Yeah, absolutely. It came a couple ticks within hitting me. I'm going to start trailing my stop down as soon as it breaks. I'm going to go down lower now. I'm going to try to follow it down here. If it goes, there's another pit. I'm tempted to break even on this thing. Yeah, I'm break even. I don't care if I don't. It's too choppy. Go down. Break down right here for me, and we'll do good. If it breaks down right here, we do.
Stop filled.
Okay, I couldn't stay in that. I don't know. I guess I'm just scared. Right here, it looked good. We put our stop above there. It came within like 1 or 2 ticks. This was a good setup. I think I didn't have the nerve to hold it. That's just my inexperience. I'm still green, man. Yeah, everything, look, why did it take it? Everything dropped below the 200. All the moving averages in the proper order. It broke a trend line here, and exponentially speaking, the chart pattern looked good on the higher time chart. So the chance of this working is greater. Now, my inexperience of holding that trade and managing that trade, at least I broke even, man. I don't, you got to stop breaking even at some point, man. You see up here, we get that trend line break. You can see where it bounced up to the moving averages and turned red. That's the 5,000 tick chart. That's the higher one, okay. Well, what are we going to do? Are we going to let all the trend line breaks pass us by, or are we going to try to get in on this thing? I think I missed the best trade of the whole setup here. Well, I didn't miss it. I did not miss the trade. I saw it. I acted upon it. That I like. I like that I took action. I like that I recognized the setup on both time charts. I like that I recognized it. I like that I jumped in. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to break even quickly. Unless that's a big debate in the trading world, to break even too quickly. It's a big debate. Some people love it and some people don't. Everybody's trades differently. If I can get a free trade, though, there's something compelling about that. Just give me a free trade. I'll take a free trade. Okay, now this thing's going down. I wonder if I should try my other strategy here. Drifting and drifting and drifting down. Huh. Well, if we can get past this opening chop, if it breaks this pivot and keeps going down, that looks good. There it goes. Man, if I stayed in that trade. If I would have stayed in that trade. I didn't have that trend line drawn. I would have seen that. Yeah, now it's closing above the momentum lines on the higher time chart. Don't like that. Stronger moves that bounce like that, you got to wait for it to correct and come back down. You don't know how high those things are going to go. Don't know. Those things can go to the moon on you. So yeah, it went all the way back up to where I entered in. Right back to my entry point. Yep, and reversed and came back. That's a good setup. Come on up and let me get a test on that. Oh, I should have took it right there. That was a $25 risk. Nice. That was it though. That was the trade. That was the trade. That was the setup. That looked good. Everything was clean on that. Yep. Can't chase it. I won't chase it. I'll just keep missing trades, I guess, but I'm not gonna. That was a good trade setup. Man, here's another one. Ooh, it's right at that trend line though. It's right at that pivot level. Yeah. Better be careful here. Pivot levels, 2 pivot levels where it bounced. Could give us a trend line break, a small consolidation bounce here, and then a continuation. It could. If I anticipate that, I could get in on right now. Oh, and that pivot level would be my stop loss. A couple ticks, just a couple ticks. Just a couple ticks. Let's see what happens here.
Order filled.
Okay, a couple ticks is all it is. My stop loss is...
Stop filled.
Okay, I got stopped on it. Oh well. I was just using this as my stop loss, hoping that it would come back down. It might have been it could have been a brilliant idea. It just came up one more time. No big deal. It was the good thinking. Good thinking on that, actually. Good thinking. Trend line break. Trend line break there. Trend line break there. No, I did good. That was a good idea. I like that small risk chance that it's going to go in your favor. Now we've got another trend line break here. I just need one good trade, man. If it puts in a pintail here on the 5,000 tick chart. It's right at another trend line. Another trend line. Possible continuation to the downside. Man.
Order filled.
I hope it keeps going. Keep going. Keep going. Break even. Don't break me even yet. Come on, go on down. There you go. Go down, go down. Break even. Don't break me even yet. I'm going to get something out of it. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Go down. There you go.
Stop filled.
Yeah, broke. I was too tight on that, man. Too tight. Too tight. Oh, man. Just trying to see what my stop loss would be on some of these. if I'd have used the 2000 tick chart to, I mean, that's only a $30, that's a $30 per trade. Well, they're decent tries, man. There's another $30 trade. All of these are relatively, every single one of those I could have taken. There's a trade there on the breakdown. There's a trade there after the breakdown. All of these trades I could have taken. I got into that one, stopped out. I got into another one, stopped out for break even, though. I didn't lose anything. I don't think. One of them I got stopped out for a couple ticks. All right, here's a trend line break.
Order filled.
See if this will work. Keep going. Keep going. I need to keep going. Keep going. There you go. Keep going. Keep going.
Stop filled.
Break even again. Covered my costs at least. Got in right there, and I just didn't want to lose anything, man. Just didn't want to lose anything. $15. Maybe I can make my strategy. It is $20 profit. $20.30. Okay, maybe I could try it again here. Get ready.
Order filled.
Come on, go down. Go down, please. Beg it. The beg strategy. It got me.
Stop filled.
Yeah, that's a big loss. 20 bucks. Well, I thought I was going to keep going here. At least I'm taking them. See, now, if I'd have took the ones up there with that kind of courage, I'd be doing quite well right now. I take the one when I finally have courage to take it. I take the one that's at the bottom. And that's okay. You got to switch from being a coward to being courageous. You got to take the trades a little earlier, and I would have gotten some good trades. So that's okay. Now it's closed above the momentum lines like it did there. Like it did there. So we got to wait for it to rotate back down. If it's going to. It's almost down in this area here, and it's all the way down in this area down the bottom where it came up nice and strong. Anywhere in that area, and it bounced right off that area. Bounced right off this area here. So doesn't mean it won't keep going. It just means it's broke those trend lines. Now if it gets back up over these pivots and trend lines and back up into this area up here, that's going to be interesting to look for another trend line break to the downside up higher. So it's hitting moving averages, trend lines, tried to get back up over this trend line. Now it's failing. That'd be an interesting fail right there. If it stays underneath, is it going to take out this W pattern and this double bottom? I don't know. Do I really want to take a trade down here in this box? I mean, if I'm getting a cooperative exponential agreement on both these, it might be worth it. If this were to come up, give me something, I'd take it. I'll give it a shot. Can't do it if it goes straight down though. Just can't. Give me a setup. It's back down in the box.
Order filled.
I'll give it a try. I don't know if it's the wisest thing to do here. And I see a green bar ignored, and let's see if it keeps going down, pushing past these pivots. It'd be great if it would just let me break even at least. Keep going with momentum. Keep going. Push it, push it, push it. Break even. There you go. Break even. There you go. Keep going.
Stop filled.
Dang it. Made some of that back. Man, I just want that thing to keep going. That pushed even lower into the box. Pushed even lower. Let's see if we get a trend line break right here. Ugh. Oh, it's trying to short right past this mess, right? It's trying to, I don't want to short that into those pintails. And it might work. Like I said, I mean, if I ignore everything except for my exponential strategy, but there seems reasonable to take this into consideration though. Take this area. Now let's draw the box like this. So now we have the box like this. Just the pintails. The box. It's in. This box represents those pintails. Do I want to short into those pintails? If I get, it could be at the bottom of this trend for a minute. Not saying it's not going to keep going. I'm just saying, keep your stop loss small enough. Why not try it? I'm breaking even on almost every single trade, covering the commissions and just sitting here on zero. A little bit, down about $14 actually. See that 15-minute chart? This is exactly where, for some reason, overnight, it just bounced strong. Same exact spot. It's really hard to trust that it's going to break right there, but after the break, it would. That's different. Because really, I don't see a whole lot more to worry about until way down. Way down here. So that's a long drop. But anyway, I'm ending the live stream. I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, everybody.